I just wanted to come out, make a quick video, just for the group, as I haven't made a video in a really long time. I apologize. I've been trying to deal with all the power outages and getting myself refocused on how to trade with what is going on. I wanted to start with the Nasdaq. You can see here these demand zones on the daily chart. They got completely broken, and after they got broken, they served as a resistance, and they broke down. And then we created another support. We came up, and those served as a support until we broke it. And then we didn't even get a chance to retest because you can see a complete breakdown after that. Complete breakdown in the after hours, all the way down until today. Right now, the futures are down. You can see on the right side here about 4.3%. You can see that there's a little bit of buying. They're trying to get above VWAP, but I'm almost certain these guys just have a selling program below here, and they're just selling any pops that are coming up here. So I wanted to show that, and then I wanted to go to the QQQ chart. I was seeing something interesting. I don't know if it's anything crazy, but again, this just shows on the QQQ chart. This is the anchored VWAP where it shows literally prices just being controlled down in the larger time frame. Any of these pops, you can see these pops, once they start to lose momentum, it's straight down. So any touches of this anchored VWAP has continued to be a selling signal down. We're down to this little consolidation area. Obviously, this is where the market closed, and this is the previous quarter consolidation. But because the futures opened up lower, I believe we will end up, where is this? January. So we're going to end up down here sometime tomorrow, the open, just right around this area. So down here is where we'll most likely open up within this range here. So this support, I was looking at it, and I thought this was going to be a support because, as you can see, this was the launch pad area that we had back in August when it touched here, bounced up when we got a nice rally. But because of the bearishness and because of everything with the tariffs and what's going on with the economy, we have price continuing to drop and just sellers just coming in and selling the market. One thing to note, I put an anchored VWAP here from COVID 2020 when we had the rally start on March 23rd, 2020. So you can see it acted as support and it bounced at some point, and then it was resistance sometime in May. And then it was only until, it took a while actually, May all the way to the next year in March. Yeah, so this is a long time. April all the way to March of 2023 before we got up above it. So I believe we're going to come down to this at some point. It's not going to be straight down. What I believe we'll see is some sort of buying here, and then this area get tested, and then a push down. So this is what I expect to see. I expect to see we open up here, come up, and play around here, and then down. That's what I expect to see. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take to happen, but I'm expecting that to happen. May 7th is the day. Fed rate announcement. No, that's not it. No. No. Calendar. So the next one, May 6th and 7th. This is the day that we might see some support of some kind of buying. That would be substantial if they decide to drop, and if they decide to drop the rates aggressively. I don't know if we're going to see that happening. Powell has said that he doesn't want to do that, but we'll see what happens. But that is the date and the time. So probably about another month away. So we have another how many trading days left until that happens. So we have one, that's 5, 9, another 5, 14. Let me come to Easter. So that's 18. I have another 5, 23. So probably about another 25 trading days before that is happening. So that is a key time you want to put in your calendar of when we might see some sort of change in sentiment. But again, right now, shorting the highs is what's going to be good. I don't have anything for other stocks. I wanted to focus on the indexes mainly. We'll come here. SPY is another example of support being broken this day. This is the day I wanted to be short, but I can't remember what happened. But this is the perfect selling day. We broke that support on the 4th. We can go back to it. You can see resistance, resistance, and it broke in the after hours, and we retested it, and it just straight down flush. Oh man, puts would have been printing on this, but yeah, this is a textbook example of support flipping to resistance. You can see that it flipped as resistance here. We got that test on the 4 hour at 10 o'clock, and then we came back again on the 25th and rejected it again. Obviously, we spent more time here because we spent the 25th, the 26th, and finally we got the failure at 10 o'clock straight down. And then we create another support, and this didn't even get an opportunity to get tested. As soon as it broke, it was a free fall. So again, this is another example. Like I said, the futures opened up lower. So this is where we stopped. I thought there was going to be some sort of support, but as I said, where I can see price going down further. Here is the anchored VWAP from that week of March 23rd, 2020, when we started the COVID rally. And then this was the pullback, and we were literally trading within this range here for a while until we got this buying on October 30th. So this is the area on SPY ES, and we'll go to the SPY chart. I marked it on there. That is 422.91. Again, it's not going to happen right away, or we never know, but it's not going to happen right away. We'll probably open up down here, and we'll come back and we'll test this at some point. Some buyers will say, oh, this is a good support. They're going to buy it, and then someone's going to come in and short it, and we'll see a price move it down. So that's what I wanted to share. You just see prices going down. What you want to do is continue to try and short these highs like this. This anchor VWAP will be important. You're gonna want to watch. Oh, sorry, that's a bad one. You're gonna want to watch this anchored VWAP, because once you get a test up, they will immediately take this out, because all that's happening is algos are literally probably sitting on these and just getting people out of large positions on the indexes. And we'll look here. You'll see here, literally under control. They didn't even let it touch. The next touch is going to be a hard sell down. On here, we can see, we come here, we put that. We only got one touch. And then you come here, we put another one. Touch, 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 down. Complete algo control. So it's continuous selling down off of either these major big selling candles that they're controlling. And that's what they're doing. Big money is not in anything. I am almost certain they're not buying anything, but I can't always be right. I just wanted to show this tweet. This is the guy that I follow. Is showing. It is said all correlations go to one in a crisis. And this is everything going down. He's just showing how everything rallied up and how everything declined. So look at those declines. Very big declines. So we'll see what happens. I also wanted to show this. Where's the other tweet? Do I have the other one? Oh, I don't have the other one. But yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you guys got some information from this. You guys have any questions? I didn't get to chart everything else. I think this is probably the most important thing to watch because everything is going to be in a downtrend. You can't try and buy these dips because they're just going to get sold down. Like, despite Microsoft's in the great area, but it's under a major support anchored VWAP, and it's in a downtrend. Tesla coming down back to a demand zone. This would be a nice area to buy, but because everything is so bearish, you buy this, it could get sold down to this low. All right? So I'm not looking at any of these, and you can look at Apple. Apple is getting absolutely destroyed. Look at that. 14%, 6% one day, 3% another day, and next day 7%. He's getting absolutely destroyed. So I would say, like I said, short the pops and don't try and catch any of these falling knives because you are going to get destroyed if you do. So stay away from this and wait until there's some sort of strength. Here's AMD. AMD is going down to, it's going to go to 54. 100% AMD is going to go to 54. Look at the weekly chart. Yeah, it's going to 54. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it is going down. This thing is weak, weak, weak. I also wanted to show the VIX. The VIX is at almost certain it's all-time highs. The VIX is at all-time highs right now, and it is going crazy. Look at that. This was a wick. This is a really strong candle. Let me go to the daily chart. You can see, look at that. That is at 45. The options premium is absolutely nuts right now. I usually trade SP. Oh, it's not showing it right now. I wish it showed it. But the premiums on SPX, the contracts are absolutely nuts. Regular contracts are usually 100 or usually $500 to $1,500 for like $3,000 to $4,000 in SPX. So expensive. But yeah, that's everything for today. I hope you guys got some informational, some good information from this video, and have a good night.